Hello Montana, this is my shameless borrowing Montana's beauty video. A lot of people don't know me. My name is Daniel Larson, I'm a regular guy. Yeah, a week ago I was a hardware store manager, now I'm running as a candidate for US Senate. I'm trying to win the seat currently occupied by Steve Daines. The message of my campaign is kind of simple. It's pretty simple right now. This is not something I've been planning, it's something I just did. And a lot of you are asking, is it okay for somebody to just jump in to politics like this? I think me being who I am, I think I can stay honest throughout this process. I don't have any backers, I don't have any donors. If I win, it's with your support. Universal basic income is not socialism. I'll just put that out there. I'm going to argue over the next couple of months that it's I think it's the necessary lubrication in the market for capitalism to really function well. It's kind of a radical idea bringing it up like this, but I think that's the type of ideas that you get when you have non-politicians go ahead and put their hat in the ring. For me, my choice to run to Senate was a part of my activism. To know that I look out and I see a world that I don't think is heading in the right direction. I realize that public service is a pretty substantial undertaking, and in the last week, been going through, reflecting just on that. And it makes you think about what you want for public servants, and I'll try to be that person for you. I want somebody who would be wise, talk the wisdom and truth that, that's in all of us, type of stuff that's universal. But going throughout this process, you can definitely see how politics changes people. So I'm definitely not looking to do this for more than 6 years. And I would consider myself on the spectrum where it's either establishment or anti-establishment. I'm definitely anti-establishment. I like to think a lot of Trump voters were anti-establishment. So there's some interesting questions out there now as far as, what is the appropriate balance, between the branches of government. Executive power, how far do we want that one to go? On the other side, you have far left ideas, you have far right ideas, and it seems like the establishment plays in the middle. So giving you an opportunity to have a anti-establishment candidate who wants to listen to everybody and figure out how to best represent you in the US Senate. The Montana experience breaks a lot of people right now. And I don't think we talk about that enough. It's a hard state to live. We're #1 in suicide. But there's a wisdom here, and there's a love in people's heart for this place. So I'll be going around the state. My goal is just to take an interview of voters and give you some content that lets you know who I am. Trying to do this in a way that establishes a route for candidates for me, but also candidates after me. I know I deeply care about this state, and I want to see it be a place that my children and my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren can call a home. The Senate's an interesting place this year. So June 2nd, Montana has the ability to make sure that Daines doesn't go on. Just to let you know, it's your most powerful voice you have this year. So my first campaign contribution. This one was a fun one. The guy comes into the store and he says, "Are you Dan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Dan." He's like, "You the one that's running for Senate?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And he's like, he shook my hand and he gave me $100 out of his wallet. And that's when I knew I was doing something right. So you might have a lot of opinions about me, and I'm willing to go toe-to-toe on any of them. But just, yeah, so let's just have a conversation.